The Youth Innovation Fund, YIF, is one of the flagship programs of the youth community of the World Bank. The YIF provides an opportunity for young staff of the World Bank not only to design but also to implement youth development projects all around the world. It was created in 2005 with the support of Pamela Cox, the Vice President of Latin America and the Caribbean region, and since then more than 60 projects in over 40 countries have been implemented. This has been in countries as diverse as Nepal, Sierra Leone and Argentina.
The goals of the YIF include innovation, impact, and efficiency. We were able to create a report that highlights the success, challenges, and lessons learned of the YIF projects over the last 5 years. Also, the YIF has included a component of monitoring and evaluation so that the bank itself can see the results of these projects in the longer term and see if they can be scaled up or replicable in other regions. This experience has been fulfilling for us as young professionals at the bank because we got to interact with different young staff and more senior staff in the bank, and has taught us some leadership skills and management, which has been very good for personal and professional development as well.
I think one of the really interesting aspects about being a regional coordinator and getting sort of this overview was being able to see all the different ideas that were out there and coming from young bank staff and the proposals that came in. When we were in the room with the senior advisors who were looking over the projects and deciding which ones were going to get funding, it was such a tough choice. It was so hard, in fact, that we had money to fund 4 projects, and they said, no, go back to the VP. We need to include another one because there's just so much out there, and there's not enough funding to support all of these great ideas. So, I mean, something like the YIF, I think adds incredible value to the bank and the bank projects that are going on.
It's been incredibly gratifying to be able to see that the work you do actually has deep impact on the final beneficiaries, so the youth at risk. It was wonderful to see how they could demonstrate that despite being youth at risk, coming from an area that just because they come from this area of town they are discriminated, that they could show that they demonstrate their value, that they can do their work, that they have the skills, that they can operate in a work environment, because there were concerns that they would bring conflict into a business. And that was also demonstrated by the fact that the evaluation that we did with the employers after the training was that they were completely satisfied with how they performed, how they were punctual, how they took on work that wasn't in their job description.
And the idea of the project actually came out of a need, so it was very bottom-up. And basically it was a need of adolescent girls finding a hard time to get inserted in the labor market. And we had really good results. We had one of the groups, 73% of the girls who participated in the project actually inserted the labor market and found gainful employment. And the success of this project, I think, brings to light how important it is to have youth components into World Bank projects.